All right, so I've seen these people on YouTube that have been making these spark plug welders, and I was very, very curious. So went to Harbor Freight, got a few things from home, figured we'd try this battery out and see what happens. First thing we've got are some electrical testing leads. Harbor Freight, super cheap. So if you have a spark plug laying around at home, you can do this for just a few dollars. We've got a black and a red. We'll try to keep things positive and negative, but really we're just trying to build a circuit here. Hopefully, I didn't bring a wrench for this side, so I'm hoping that we can just get our pliers here, and we should be able to get this top off of the spark plug. Or I'm not as strong as I thought, and we're gonna have to improvise a little bit here. So these don't screw out of the top. You just kind of have to wiggle it back and forth and slide it out, which is much harder than I thought it was going to be. There we go. All right, so that just slides out of the end. Then we are going to cut one of these ends. So on this one, we want to take this end, we want to strip it, because this end is going to come down inside the spark plug and it's going to bend over. So we'll take this side and we're going to tape this up. Just use some electrical tape on there. All right, now this part, I would recommend wearing gloves or something, but we are going to destroy a battery and use the center of the battery to be kind of our welding tip. So all these batteries are just going to have essentially like a label over top of them. They're all probably made in the same factory and labeled differently, but I'm no conspiracy theorist. So this is where some needle nose pliers will help. Kind of just have to peel this top off to get down inside of it. We want to be careful because obviously there's going to be acid and oils, so I'm going to keep that off my hand. I'm just going to peel that back. Now what we're looking for in here is this rod that is inside of the battery. So we're going to clean that rod off, and then we're actually just going to chop it here. Then all this gunky crap we can just get out of the way. Now something that we do want to do here, make sure that the end of this is actually going to seat over this. So we're going to come in this way and we're going to just bend these around that rod. Then we'll put it back inside of there and we'll wrap it. I'm going to wrap clear up onto the end here. Now, this is going to be a long-term use welder for some reason. We would actually choose a different way to do this end so that this tape doesn't get hot on it. Okay, then this part is going to clip to a washer, and we can go washer onto the positive side. Then on this one here, we're going to clip this in half. We're going to have one side go from the negative over to the other negative. So we'll take this, wrap that real well, and we'll tape it because we can, just to secure that. Now, there are better ways to do this. Instead of just taping it, we could do like a heat shrink on it. We could also crimp something onto it just to make it last longer, but we're just gonna do that for now. So on this one, we're gonna go negative to negative. Then on this one, we are going to go take this negative over to here. This is the lead that's going to come over to whatever we're trying to weld on. This would be essentially your ground on a welder. Okay, now we just want to see here. Oh, it's going to work! Okay, so here's what we would do. Okay, now we're just going to do it over here. So we could take two of these and let's just see what we can do here. we would take this little guy and this one. Let's just see what we can do here. Holy crap, this is awesome. Oh. Why is this not working? Okay, well, you saw that it worked. I started messing around with things, just trying to recreate it. Didn't recreate it. Also, get some safety glasses. But I want to make a little point here. Did you hear the weld? It actually sounded like a welder. And then I just want to show you guys here too. It worked. Now, that being said, I definitely recommend you get some different things like some gloves and some safety glasses. But this was set on like that, and you see it there. It actually did create the circuit, and it could have welded. Now, when I came back around, just messed with it a little bit more. I just couldn't get the connections right, but it does work. So not everything on YouTube is a scam. So congratulations to everybody else who figured this out and then showed us. That was really fun to do. It is possible. I don't know how practical it is, but that's really fun. Thanks for joining us.